So again, welcome everyone to session recap of 25th May. Today we will see 5 different pairs, and in addition to that, because you wanted it, I will show you my analysis of DAX index. Okay? And as always, we will show previous week results and we will cover potential setups on these pairs and DAX index for today. Well, today is a little bit slow, tomorrow, and if it's valid, if it will be also a day after tomorrow. As always, before I begin, standard is disclaimer. Online education materials are developed by the markets as Estonia for a global audience. Therefore, please take into consideration the information in the session may not be suitable for everyone. To get a corresponding information on charting conditions and any other detail, please visit www.undermarketsglobal.com, select your country of residence, and contact an appropriate entity. Read disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with the Forex market. By accepting the risks, you're also proceeding further with me. Admiral Markets UK Ltd takes no responsibility for information accuracy. The analysis represents the personal opinion of the author, it's me, and in no way it represents the actual suggestion for the trade. These are not MK's opinions, and the website in the video is not a .co.uk website but a globalnews.com website. Forex is risky business and this should not be taken as advice. It's a personal opinion only, and this webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. So with having said that, I can see that people are still coming. So guys, you didn't miss anything. The only addition to our standard session recap is addition of DAX index. So in addition to 5 different pairs, I will also analyze DAX index, and that could become a standard procedure for these session recaps. Okay. Also, I think that you should start paying attention to DAX index, and if you want to trade it, please first do it on demo account, because lot sizes are different and movement of DAX is different compared to currency pair. I need to tell you that DAX index is counter correlated with euro dollar, so usually when euro dollar is going up, DAX will go down and vice versa, and it's a lot more volatile. The best trading hour for trading DAX index is around London Open. So if you would trade it, I would advise you to try to demo trade it first to see how it goes, behaves, and how it's different compared to lot sizes. Okay. Then we will see, of course, today's setups. Yes, I will analyze cable also today, so do not worry about it. Yes, I see shorts on cable, guys, so let's see. But before, of course, we begin with today's setups, tomorrow also, we will see our standard disclaimer for this analysis. Okay. All session recap trades and analysis is done with Camarilla MACD. So guys, you need to give price a breathing room. Okay. You usually enter within 5 to 10 pips of the predicted level if it's in agreement with your system. Okay. Always try to respect your stop loss. Never trade, guys, without stop loss. That's crucial for your trading. Okay. Always use a stop loss. Add a spread to your stop loss. Okay, so if you're trading with, I don't know, pair which has a 2 pip spread, add it to your stop loss. When you're buying, also add a spread to your buy pending order. We take only one position. We trade usually trend trades, which are called position trades. But if you see on my slide that there is alt, that means counter trend. It's alternative trade. And guys, do not forget about it. This is very important. I should put it in this disclaimer. We always trade the first touch of the zone. So if I say that pound can be sold around 55.10, and if it enters the zone, something like 10 pips, the first entry, the first touch of the zone or the level is traded. After you make an entry, then you need to manage your entries, okay? But you only trade the first touch of the level or the zone. Because usually if price gives you, for example, 50 pips initially, if it retraces back to the level, there is probability that the price can proceed upward or downward depending on analysis. Okay, because my setups are based on specific method which I use called Camarilla MACD, and it always trades an analysis the first touch within the zone, or so-called POC, point of confluence. Okay, so you need to trade the first touch, not the second, third, fourth. If you are in the trade at the first touch, manage your trade, because sometimes after 30 pips of profit, if there is volatility, you can lose all your profit, and you do not make second trades unless you think that there is a possibility for you to make a second trade if it retraces back to the same level you previously made an entry at. Okay, so guys, yes, I know that many of you, if you miss the trade and you see that that trade could have been in a profit, I know that you wait for another retrace and then you put another order. No, we don't work like that. I have been in this business for 7 years, full-time trading now for 5-6 years, and the biggest problem is that if you miss the trade, you want to get in the trade uh, like it's like jumping in a freight train. You don't do that. Now, how you manage your stop loss, it's about you. You can take profit after 20 pips. You can, after 20 pips, you can put your stop to break even. Usually, I do not make any break even stop loss after 20 pips of profit. So after 20 pips of profit, you can opt for maybe full target price. You can take all of your profit. You can put your stop loss to break even. So you need to manage it. It's up to you guys. I cannot manage that for you. It's enough that I give you free pips, free analysis. So it's up to you how you will manage your stop loss. It depends. If there is news coming in, then you need maybe to, I usually take all the profits before the news, or I put my stop loss to break even. It depends. Okay? But there is different management. Everyone uses different management. I personally trade 5 different accounts, and every account is different. If you want to build your account, then you need to be aggressive using scalp trades. If you want to make a slow account build, then usually you go with slower, for let's say intraday setups. If you want to build and withdraw money from that account, then you usually go with scalp swing. So it depends, guys. It depends what you want the money for. Do you want to build your account, or you want to withdraw the money, or you want to invest in your account? It depends, really. Usually, guys, why 5 accounts? The question. Well, because uh, the one account is for showing Camarilla MACD results. The other account is for a little bit, I cannot say longer term trading, but it's more like swing trading. The other account is purely scalp swing trading. That there is one account where I also, when I make money, I withdraw the money from. So you know, it's different. You need to have different accounts, and you cannot all do that all on one account, because you know, guys, uh, the best is to have 500,000 account at least. So if you have 500,000 account, then you can do whatever you want. But if you have $10,000 account, obviously that account needs to be built. because you cannot live from $10,000 account, or you cannot make a good living with, I can say, $50,000, right? So you need to build the account at least to, my rule of the thumb is that professional trading, and I really mean how hedge funds do that, you need at least $100,000 or euros. But guys, the thing is, if we start with 1,000 or 5,000 or $10,000 accounts, you need to build that account, okay? Or you can make 3 or 5%, then you withdraw the money from. It depends what you want from your account. Do you want to build your account so in 10 years you will have a big account, or you want to withdraw the money and use it for paying the bills or whatever, okay? Yes, it depends where you live, guys. And I see a comment. I would be extremely happy to make $500 a month. It's nice money in my country. Yes, guys, $500 is good money, I know. But if you live in USA or if you live in European Union, $500 is not much, really. If you live in Sweden, Norwegian, or maybe Norway, sorry, Finland, if you live in Scandinavian countries, $500 it's nothing. In UK, $500 is nothing. You need to know that. Standard, money standard and life standard is a lot bigger in developed European Union countries, okay? For example, when I was in Sweden, I have my best friend who lives in Sweden, in Stockholm, and for example, if he is unemployed and he does not have a work, then the state itself gives him $1,500 each month. Okay, guys, not dollars, €1,500 each month he receives from Sweden, just to help him live until they find him a job. Okay, so guys, you need to know that every country has a different uses different I can say it has different lifestyle. Where I live, for example, also $500 is not much. For some people it can be okay, but you know, it's not much really, to be honest. In some countries, for example, I don't know, Macedonia or other countries, $500 can be okay money. But you know, you cannot live a good life with €500. Maybe in Romania, but I also know people from Romania that really make a lot more money than €500. But still, guys, you can maybe live with €500, but it's not good. You cannot buy a car. You cannot plan your vacation on exotic lands. You know, people from other countries, when I speak with them, usually they plan a vacation on, I don't know, go on Cuba, or maybe Bali or Malibu, those kind of stuff, you know. And for example, if you want to go to Egypt in full exclusive, I can say all inclusive and exclusive hotel, you need to pay at least €1,000 or 700, 800 euros for a good accommodation. Okay. Still, I know that Thailand can be cheap and you can live in Thailand, but the thing is, guys, it's not big money, to be honest. $500 can help you maybe in some, you know, you can buy additional things what you need, and the thing is, if you make $500 in addition to your payment or to your salary, it's good. But you know, guys, when I was in, as I say, in Stockholm, in Sweden, 2,000 euros is not big money. In Norway, 2,000 euros is nothing, really. The average payment in Norway is something like 5,000. If you go to Australia also, they're expensive countries. UK is also expensive. Germany or Austria, you know, but other countries, as I know. So the point of this conversation is just to explain how you can use your account. So if you use $1,000 account, my advice is to build that account. Do not withdraw that account. If you received bonus from Admiral Markets by opening new account, then please use it for expanding your margin. You don't need to withdraw the money. Just use it to have more money on your account. Okay? So the thing is, when you if you're good enough and when you build your account during the time, then there will be times that you will have more money and you can earn good money by withdrawing from that account. Okay? So guys, it depends. Usually my goal is something in between 2, 5, eventually 10% per month, but it depends what I'm trading. If it's a big account, then 2 to 5% per month is okay. But if you definitely want to withdraw the money, then you need bigger account. Yes, okay? So let's move on, guys, to these things. That is why we can make a special webinar about different types of accounts, how I see account building, investing, drawing the money from the account. So I can make that sort of webinar and we can talk about it. Okay. Also, guys, what I wanted to say is, you know all these things. So these setups which I present here are valid for today, tomorrow, sometimes the day after tomorrow. Scalp trades, if I give you a scalp trade, then those trades should be done at or very close to important support and resistance levels. All those levels are calculated by my Camarilla, MACD, and historical levels of support and resistance. You can freely add levels to your system. And of course, guys, pay attention to my Twitter updates. The term which we use, pips pool, is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. Okay. One more question, guys, then I will move on to this webinar. I know that you have a lot of questions, but please save your questions after our setups, and of course I will always try to answer all of your questions. Would it be possible to organize a webinar focused on how to determine dips and rallies? Yes, it depends which system you use, but definitely I will make additional webinars how you can employ, again, price action trading, and you should always focus on the methods which I present you, because if you use it, you will be right, Chris. Okay, just pay attention to those webinars, and we will talk about it. Okay. Okay, guys, let's see previous week results. Okay, previous week results. How much money can you make on one pip? It depends, guys. How big is your account? How big is your account? If you have a huge account, then you can make $100 on a pip. If you have a small account, then usually $1 is one pip. So you need to know. Also, for different pairs, pip size is not the same. For example, some pairs have 8 point something dollars per pip, whatever, per standard lot. So it's not just euro dollar and pound dollar. Other pairs uses different pip sizes per lot traded, and money which you can make, for example, by trading 10 pips and getting 10 pips from New Zealand yen is not the same for making it with euro dollar, with dollar yen. So it's different. Okay. Now, session recap, 18th of May 2015, last week results. Well, it was a tricky market, okay? As you probably know, it was a tricky market. And the thing is, the only thing we could have made money with setups was exactly from euro dollar, Australian dollar, maybe in euro CAD, and we had a loss on pound. I can say that it was not so good week, because usually we get 200 pips or 100, 150. Sometime we can even make 400 pips. But previous week, you can, if you remember previous week, what happened was basically that there was some unannounced news which were published later during the day. It happened on Tuesday, and ECB comments led all dollar pairs down. So dollar gained very big momentum, and it went pretty much to the upside, and dollar strength was so obvious that all other pairs compared to dollar dropped down, and we can be happy that we scored some wins. Okay. A quick question. You mentioned you would follow up on Camarilla and Heiken Ashi webinars later. Yes, I need to schedule July webinars. I think July, yes, and yes, definitely I'm still planning those webinars. Those webinars will be held in July, so pay attention to it, okay? Pay attention to it, definitely. So guys, as you can see, yes, if you were stopped on euro dollar or some trades, it's because you didn't move your stop loss to break even. Guys, I always say, if you're in a trade, pay attention to your trade, because if you made loss after euro dollar went to 35 pips and you saw that there is news coming in, then what happened basically is you should have made at least your stop to break even, or you could make some pips from this. Okay, this is what happened. Okay. And you can see the only thing you could have gone long on euro dollar was on this entry where I gave you the entry to the pip. Look, the only thing here, 12.85, and then bang, 13.20. That was the only thing. Okay. So I'm not saying, Greg, that I always have wins where you have losses, but I manage my trades. So if, for example, if I open this trade and I see that there was news kicking in, and that was pretty much something that I read on Forex Live and other websites, then maybe I can say that I made 5 pips on this trade, because once I was in profit, I put my stop loss to break even +5. So I didn't make all 35 pips, but that was the maximum available number of pips you could have made with this. That was a maximum available number of pips. Okay, so maybe some people made 35 or 30 pips. I put my stop loss to +5, so I got 5 pips, but I was not stopped out from this trade. Okay, I was not stopped out. So it depends how you manage your trade. So once you are in a trade, try to manage it. We do these webinars beforehand, so you will never ever see that there was result after the result was made. It's always pre-fact and real time. Okay. Usually how I do it, after I'm 20 pips in a profit, okay, after I'm 20 pips in a profit, wow, this opened all of a sudden. What is this now? This opened something, I didn't press anything, and the platform, which is one of Admiral Markets platform, I have 3 Admiral Markets platforms installed. Look, now it's all over my screen. No, it's not the virus. The thing, what happened is today, I tried to open other markets, one of my platforms, and I don't know, it didn't open, and now after 1 hour it opened. Very strange. So yeah, now I can see there are 3 platforms open. I will close this one. I don't need this. Close the program. Okay, this is bugged. I need to reinstall this. So guys, how I do it usually after I'm 20 pips in a profit, if I go to sleep, I would usually put stop loss to break even. But if I see that I have a momentum for trade and that I'm 50 pips or 40 pips in profit, then usually I can opt to take 40 or 50 pips because we have 5 different pairs. I don't need 100 pips on a single trade. Maybe if I moved my stop loss to break even after 50 pips, then, I would risk 50 pips to gain 100 pips. But the thing is, I'm always looking for momentum, for direction. So if I get into a trade during active hours, such as London, New York cross session, usually if it's 20 pips, I can move my stop loss to break even, or if it's 30 pips, then I can opt to take whole 30 pips, or maybe it depends, break even plus 10. It depends how you manage your trade. We always get good entries, but also we need to pay attention how we manage our trades. Okay, and you knew that there was big news if you followed other websites, because I read about it on Forex Live, and euro dollar, instead of going up, it was smashed down because there was unannounced ECB statement which was published day later. So those things can happen. And we had a loss on pound. Pound had very good trades last couple of months, but then that is why I always say, guys, please use your stop loss. 30 pip stop loss straight. So it didn't stop. It went down, 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 down. Then it was bought too late. So, well, it was a stop loss for pound. Again, 35 pips possible on Australian dollar. But guys, this is very obvious. Look, 78.50 was not hit. You could have traded this setup. So first touch, I always say first touch. And MD, yes, I will give you the trade for pound, but let me explain first Australian dollar. You can see it here. This is, you could have even traded here because it was 10 pips from our level. Again, 35 pips. So Australian dollar was also good. EuroCAD only 20 pips. So yeah, I was stopped out with break even. So I didn't have 20 pips. I had basically break even trade. But I say, and Greg, when I say plus 20, so that was the initial number of pip, maximum number of pip. So maybe some people took 10, maybe some people took 15 pips, but 20 was the maximum available number of pips. For example, I had a break even because once I saw it going, this was support, now resistance, I put it to break even, and basically, well, I didn't have a losing trade, but it was break even trade. How well, Greg, you probably, if you lost on Australian dollar, that's probably because you didn't take those 35 pips. Okay. On ordinary markets, we didn't have any losses. This was the first touch of the level. That is why I always say it's of utmost importance to trade the very first touch of the level, of the zone. Because usually that is the time when entries are almost 90% accurate. Okay. Dollar yen, we got a good direction, of course, but the price didn't pull back to give us this level to buy. Unfortunately, guys. Unfortunately. I was really aiming for a potential dollar yen buy. Later during the day, I had dollar yen buy, but not on session recap trades. But when I say, guys, for example, dollar yen is in uptrend, that means that you should be looking for those buy entries. If we don't get an entry here, maybe tomorrow there will be on your system possible entry. Okay, so just pay attention to it. Unfortunately, we didn't get a pullback to 119.40. But if we did, it would have been a great trade because the price hit our target. Now, well, where did I enter? Basically, I entered another day, basically, at this was a trend line, or somewhere around this I made my entry and exited here. So that was some sort of a scalp swing, but it was something like 25 pips or something. Not a big trade, but I had a pending order here, and I was waiting. I was really waiting for this level. Pending order, and unfortunately it didn't hit. But it was, you see, it gone to the upside. Now market plan for euro dollar, this is what I see on euro dollar. This is what I see on euro dollar. If it pulls back to 1.1000, 30 pip stop loss, target 1.0865. Now the problem is we have a bank holiday here, and it's a bank holiday all over the Europe and USA. So guys, euro dollar, you can see it here, it dropped heavily, really, it dropped heavily from very important levels. Okay, and if you follow euro dollar how it looks, look, I just think that, I'm not sure, but maybe we will not get even a retracement to these levels. I'm not sure, because now it's hard to say because it's a bank holiday. But if we get a retracement to 1000, I will try to sell it with a 30 pip stop loss. This is double bottom previous. Now it's a strong resistance. It's a very strong resistance. And guys, both of these candles, after a breakout from 1030, close below 1030. So maybe this euro dollar will start dropping from now, but 1.1030 is my stop loss. Yes, and it seems that the uptrend is over. It seems like that. And you know what I have observed through all these years? Usually when we have a strong trend, like this, and if we see a bigger drop, then it was a retracement, because basically euro dollar was retracing on daily. But you see a bigger drop, then it was a trend. It can usually signify the end of a trend. So maybe there will be an opportunity to short it here, but we will see when market opens. But you see, maybe it will start dropping from these levels down. We will see. Okay. Yes, it looks like some sort of a flag, bearish flag, and we need to be ready even for a drop down. Okay. So guys, breakout trade can be the opportunity if it breaks from 0.950. But the thing is, sorry, a big sneeze for me. Thank you guys for blessings for my sneeze, a big sneeze. So guys, yes, if this level breaks to the downside, I can add that for slide. You can make a breakout trade, but the thing is, you need a market for a breakout trade. You can see how slow the price is, and the only problem now is that we don't have volatility in the market. Market is very slow. But if we get a major session breakout, okay? Yes, in my country also, when we sneeze and maybe we say that we are right about something. So this is, if we see a breakout of this level, then I think that there will be a big possibility initially for euro dollar to drop to this previous swing. Initially as a breakout level, okay? So this should be a possible trade, and I will add this to a slide, okay? I would maybe go with a trigger happy trade, but only if I see a major market open. Do not want to see it now at this point. It's too slow, but we will see. So yes, I will add this to euro dollar possible breakout. Okay. Euro dollar. Okay, it's euro dollar possible breakout. Okay. 50. On a major market. Not now, guys. Not now. And this is the ultimate target for euro dollar, at least for next couple of days if it happens. Okay. 1.0865. And yes, on breakout 25 to 20, it's a breakout. Major market is Tokyo, London, New York. I definitely prefer London and London, New York session. And Tokyo can be also good. But euro dollar is not so heavily traded during Tokyo. But there are three major markets: London, New York cross session, and Tokyo. Okay? GBP dollar is in downtrend, and guys, you know, big movement. So if it goes to 55.10, I will go with 55.85 stop loss, targeting 54.50 and 54.00. That is the thing we need to do with pound dollar. You can see a big drop, and we need a bigger retrace. Not bigger retrace, at least a moderate retrace. So I would really love to see it at least coming to 23.6, guys. I'm not sure that it will happen, but if we see that something around this region, maybe we can opt for a new breakout towards 54.00 final target. Okay? It looks like it's heading in that direction. But because of the nature of the movement, you can see it was a huge drop, then it started to retrace, but it's not a big retracement. So we need to wait. Definitely, we need to wait. But this is the plan, okay? This is the plan for pound dollar. Okay? Greg is saying unsustainable. What, Greg? What is unsustainable? For me, this looks like a potential drop to 54.00. Yes, but initially, if you put a trend line here, look, what do you see, Greg? We see the same picture, right? Look. This trend line has been broken, guys. And this is May trend line, monthly trend line. So this is trend line for this month. So it can be a clear retest, bend, then down. Yes, it's a valid trend line. Why not? It's a valid trend line. But I don't see really, I don't see it. I see down now at this point. Look at these swings to the downside. Price is trying to reach these previous swings here. But it's very hard to break it. It's very hard to break it. It has 2 points, and it's almost a third point here. But you need to have only 2 points for a trend line to be valid. Okay? There is a retracement, but if you want to go with, you don't use retracement yet. You use Fibonacci expansion. I will show you how. Okay. I will use another color for this Fibonacci expansion. I will use blue color. Okay. So if your entry is somewhere around this region, okay, you can see where the targets would be. Okay. But the thing is, you can see that markets are very, very, very susceptible to intraday changes. So that is why most obvious target for me is 5400. 5400. Okay. So this is how I do it on my Camarilla MACD. If this is a downtrend and trend line is broken, I don't have Camarilla levels here. But the thing is, if it started dropping from this point now, or eventually if it makes another push to this price level, this is how you should make it, with Fibonacci expansion. Because retracements are only used in trend trades for entries. Expansion is used for targets. Okay. And I'm looking for this level first, 5400. Okay. Because this retail gap, which is showing here, has every single close above 5400. Now tell me, do you think that 5400 is strong target? Of course it's a strong, because look at these wicks. Every single wick has a close above 5400. So if it drops here, it can jump. If I get the entry, I will take profits. I'm not greedy. I will not wait for 200 or 100 more pips. That is why I'm telling you, always these slides have a logic in themselves. Before I present you these slides, I need to analyze this for 1-2 hours to clearly write on a special piece of paper what I see. Then I just strip it down and I give you a stripped version of it. I will not buy pound dollar. The only thing is I can make a possible swing scalp. So possible scalp trade, swing scalp, so you can aim for 20-30 pips is buy So it's alternative buy 154.00. Stop loss is 30 pips. Then you can go for it. Yes, you can go for 30 pips. And that is the only thing for counter trend opportunities. If it drops down to 54 without any retracement. Yes, it has a logic in it. As you can see, the logic is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 previous candles rejected from 54.00 zone. So yes, it can go up again. Okay? Now let's see Australian dollar. We are a little bit short of our time. Australian dollar, I will look to sell at 0.7860, stop loss 7880, 7800 is target, and alternative buy 7785, 15 pip trailing stop. So I'm looking to sell Australian dollar. Very clear why I want to sell it here, because it's previous swing and 61.8 retracement. So I want to sell it here for a target down. Okay, so this is a confluence of 61.8 and a previous swing. Okay, it's a confluence point here. So look, double bottom here, breakout of double bottom and confluence point here, and head and shoulders breakout. So I will be looking to sell around this point. Okay, that is market plan for Australian dollar. New Zealand dollar, it's in downtrend. We will have trade balance news. If it's a negative, then 73.40 to 50, okay, with 74.00 stop loss can be a good entry for 72.50 on New Zealand dollar. As I say, negative trade balance news. So if it gets here, we can go and aim for a nice profit down, because this is head and shoulders now. This is head and shoulders. Left, head, right. If it goes here, that will be a confirmation of the right shoulder. And guys, this is the plan. 73.40. What did I teach you? You can short into right shoulder, which can give you better price entry than shorting it after neckline break. That is how I trade head and shoulders. So if news is negative for New Zealand dollar, trade balance, which will happen in some 5 hours, and we see a sudden spike to this level, I will sell it. Okay? And I will try to get good amount of pips from this trade. Pay attention to my Twitter updates to see if there is a change of plan, but no pending order models. I want to see results. If results for this are very, very good, then I will think about it. I need to see price action around these levels to decide whether I will short it or not. That is why I put trade balance news. If trade balance news is pretty much good, I will not trade this. Okay, pay attention to that. Dollar yen, it's in uptrend. I will definitely buy a dollar yen around 121.00, 40 pip stop loss targeting 122. If we don't get any trend trade, I'll go with alternative sell, and I think we can sell it from 122.20 with 15 pip trailing stop. So 15 pip stop loss, and if it gets 15 pips in profit, use trailing stop, take the profit, whatever you do. But that is counter trend opportunity, okay? That is counter trend opportunity, okay? And this is how it looks like. Okay, I will buy it here. Look at this. confluence with this level here, 61.8. This will be resist a support. So if it breaks this recent low, it should retrace here, and then I will wait for it to buy. But then again, guys, on weekly, you can see it here clearly. The high was 122. I don't think that there is a big target without any rejection above this level. So if we get a stop grab a little bit above this level, we can aim for 122.20 sell trade. Counter trend opportunity. We will see if it will happen. But that is a counter trend opportunity. And finally, DAX. DAX is in uptrend, guys. You can see it buy around. This is what I see on DAX. But as I say, you need to be prepared to trade DAX. It's a little bit different. It's more volatile than our standard currency pairs. But I see buys. So German index definitely gapped higher last week. And if you see this, it cleared 11.700 level. And later it closed the week around 11.815. Okay. Now, I think that pullbacks toward this level, so pay attention to 750 and 700, that can be buy opportunities for us. Okay. Okay. You can see here, Ilya, it's DAX 30. Okay. Index. DAX 30 index. You have it on your MT4. Okay. It's a huge range on DAX. Yeah. But the thing is, you need to trade it very carefully. Yes, this is Admiral Markets platform and Admiral Markets chart. Treat it very, very carefully because it can be very, very nasty, okay? But the thing is, I expect a lot of volatility with the DAX due to its negative correlation to euro-dollar pairs, and those pairs are very volatile. So DAX should break out to touch this level here. And guys, I even think that DAX will touch this level. Okay? So this is buy into dips on DAX. On live accounts, you can have DAX, check Admiral Markets website, and you can basically click symbols, okay? And if you click symbols, there will be indices, so you can choose DAX, okay? So DAX is for me buy into dips, okay? And that is the only thing I can think of DAX at the moment. Buy into dips. Also, guys, if you trade DAX and if you want to listen to me, there can be a range between 11,700 and 11,980. There can be a range play. But in that range, I will go for buying into dips. Buying into dips. So dip here, possible buy spots. I don't trade dollar INR pair. Okay? But I'm paying attention to Euro GBP also. And I will give you Euro GBP analysis if I see a good setup, and also DAX and other pairs. So guys, this is what I see on DAX. Possible range play, but in the context of a big trend and range play, I expect this dip to be bought. Okay. I want to ask you if you plan to host a more detailed webinar about VSA trading system. Yes, if I need to test some things with volume spread analysis, and if I manage it correctly, I will give you a good system for VSA. So stay tuned. Yes. So guys, this is everything I had for you this week. not this week, sorry, this webinar, because this is session recap. I will be, of course, here with you tomorrow, and we will have mutual webinars with Chris. So guys, you can see it here, upcoming webinars, okay, and sign in for that. I will go through slides again. And analysis, this is our technical analysis section, and this is what I usually do. It has my signature here. And yes, if you traded last week, guys, setups, especially on, I will show you euro yen. I hope that you got great pips from this euro yen trade, because if you manage this, you could have made more than 100 pips, okay, because it dropped straight from this level down. 100 pips possible, okay, 100 pips possible if you traded this setup, okay. So we will see. At the moment, guys, the market is very slow. There is no big liquidity here at this point, so we need to wait for major markets to open, then we can trade safely. So thank you guys for listening. Have a great week. I will just one more question and I will log off. Chris said something about live trading room. Yes, Caroline, you can go with live trading room with Chris, and I think that he talks about potential trades and setups also. So just sign in for Chris webinars also, of course. But as far as I'm concerned with these setups, I'm waiting for this. And as always, follow me on Admiral Markets website, Forex Factory, and Twitter updates. I will be here with you soon. As I say, cheers, guys, and trade safe. Let's make this good week in profit. Let's roll on these slides again. Okay, target is 7250 final target, but pay attention to trade balance news. If it comes much better, I think I won't trade it. Okay, so these slides again, guys, and we are ready to go. Okay, this is euro dollar. No worries, Greg. Pound dollar, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, DEX, dollar yen, sorry, DEX, exclusive analysis. Thank you guys for listening. I will be here with you soon. Cheers, as always, trade safe.